Glad to have you back, old friend. PerkyPlanes and RC here, operating at 2.4 gigahertz, and got my good old coffee. Yes, as you can see, I got my propane heat back up and going, and it is a cold one out there. Currently, I think 27 degrees or something like that. Probably not as cold as some people, but it's cold enough. Hey guys, so basically I got the KMB 61 here back out, and just kind of been doing some research investigations on things, and just to try to figure out what the heck is going on with this carb and everything. So let me show you guys what I've got here. Of course, as you saw, I took the carb off. So here it is, and I went ahead and took the I took the high-speed needle out. And I've also taken the little piece of fuel tubing off that fit right here. Now, and right here is the high-speed needle. If you guys can see that pretty good there. So, just been asking around about it, and just to try to figure out what, like I said, what's up with this thing. And gotten a lot of interesting results, a lot of interesting things that people have been saying, and I appreciate everybody's insight into this thing and all that to try to figure out what this thing is. So first off, I want to mention is, and I think a few people had mentioned this as well. From what I can tell from the pictures, I still have the fuel tubing on it, but I believe there should be some sort of I think a collet or something that fits over top of this right here. You can see the threads right there. So I would think there would be something that fits over top of that. At least I would think so. The other thing is that I've had a lot of people saying that this is actually a marine carb, not an airplane carb. So, you know, possibility, I think. I will say this, there is no low-speed adjustment on this thing at all. I've not seen one. So, that's kind of interesting. And I believe, like I said, I'm kind of new to this, but I believe this is an air bleed carb because it does have a little hole there on the back. So, I think that's what's going on with this. I think it's also an air bleed carb, too. Now, something else I want to mention too is the high-speed needle, which, you know, as you saw just a little bit ago, I've had a lot of people come back and say that that is actually a McCoy high-speed needle. So, very interesting. What's all this mean? From what I've gathered up so far, and this is kind of where I thought it was going, anyways. Basically, we have to get a new carb. Is how it comes and what it comes down to it. Basically, just gonna have to get a new carb. I am in the process of trying to find possibly a KMB airplane, KMB 61 size carb for it, but there's also Perry carbs as well. That's always an option. And actually, I think a lot of people apparently use Perry carbs on these things anyways. Someone even mentioned as well that KMB actually used to put Perry carbs on them. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So we're definitely looking at getting a carb for it, which is perfectly okay with me. I would rather, you know, as long as I get it working, I'm okay. But I feel like the fact that this is potentially a, you know, marine carb, number one, if it's potentially a marine carb, that's a possibility. And also the fact that it's obviously appears to be missing some things that may not even be the right needle for it. Looks like this is just some sort of mismatched, thrown together thing. So I don't know, but regardless, I'm going to be getting a new carb. So I've been looking at the KMB option, and it appears to be sold out right now from what I saw. But I'll keep digging and looking, and or basically getting a Perry carb to fit that. So that's kind of where we're at with this thing, which is fine. It gives you some time to kind of get what I need in order before I actually run it, because it's obviously too cold to run it. So, but that's kind of where we're at with it. Just want to give you guys a quick update on it, and I just found this out just recently all this information, and like I said, I'm still trying to go through it all. But those are kind of the things that I was presented with. You know, it was basically a McCoy needle. It was possibly a marine carb, not a airplane carb, and missing. It looks like it was missing some pieces, and just all that kind of stuff. So I will keep you guys posted on this particular engine and what I find and what I'm able to get. I've got a couple possible leads on some carbs and some options, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, guys, that is all from me. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.